While Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has not made any official announcements, it's been widely rumored that he will make a run for the 2024 presidency, and so far, he is Trump's strongest competitor. My next guest is endorsing Ron DeSantis for president. Let's bring him on right now. Congressman from Kentucky, Thomas Massie. Congressman, thank you. Some would say you might be first. You're getting out in front of the pack, but tell us why you've chosen to endorse Ron DeSantis for president before he's even running, really. Officially.
Well, I'd love for him to be in the race right now, but short of getting him in the race, I'll just get myself in the race supporting him. You know, he's in a tough situation right now. He's not in the race, but he's being attacked. So I thought I would come out and vouch for him. I've seen him call him a rhino and establishment, and I just have to laugh because he and I were elected in 2012, the same year, to Congress, and I served with him for 6 years, and we fought the establishment together the whole time he was there.
Wasn't he, and correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't he one of the original Freedom Caucus members?
Yeah, he was a founding member of the Freedom Caucus, and here's how anti-establishment he was. We went out to eat the night of Eric Cantor's primary when he lost to Dave Bratt, and we were both celebrating at dinner that Eric Cantor had gone down in flames to this Tea Party guy. Also, you know, Ron would rail on taxes. He would support your right to keep and bear arms. We did all this together in the House. If there was a fight for personal liberty or economic freedom or constitutionally limited government, Ron DeSantis was in the fight all 6 years.
You know, I'll tell you, I live down here, Congressman. We just had Byron Donalds on prior, who today came out and endorsed for Donald Trump. But one of the things I said to Byron Donalds, a lot of people down here love Ron DeSantis, but don't want to lose him as the governor.
Well, I can see that. You know, Ron would call me from time to time after he left the House. And he called me during this COVID thing. If you remember, I was that congressman who made everybody show up and vote on the $2 trillion bill when Trump was president. And it was because I knew there would be inflation. I knew there would be shortages. I knew it would be bad for our country. It would cause a lot of governors to shut down their economies. And shortly after that, Ron DeSantis called me to offer his support from Florida. And he said, you know what? You are right on this. He said, and I'm right on this. Even though the media is coming at us, the whole establishment is coming at us. He said, we're right. And he said, I'm going to lean into this. I'm going to double down. And it may take a year or 2 or 3, but people are going to see that we are right. That's what I call leadership, Eric. When somebody knows they're taking an unpopular position because they know that in 2 or 3 years or maybe even further down the line, it's better for their constituents.
You know, I'm thrilled what he did with the gun legislation. He just passed constitutional carry. Well, you don't have to have a license to carry. It's one of the, I continuously say this is the freest state in the union. Texas is great. There are other great states. This is the freest state in the union. About 30 seconds or so. What about those who say it's still Trump's turn?
You know, Ron has got a blueprint down there in Florida, like you said. It's the #1 state for people to move to. And, you know, I like Trump. I still like him. He took a shot at draining the swamp. But frankly, he surrounded himself. He trusted too many bad people who didn't have his interests or America's interests at heart. I think we need somebody like Ron DeSantis, who fired his Surgeon General and hired another Surgeon General when the Surgeon General wasn't looking at the data. We need somebody who surrounds himself with people he can trust, people who are capable, and then inspires them to work for this country. And so that's why I'm behind Ron DeSantis 100%.
Got it. Congressman Tom Massie, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Eric.